guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another Syfy Friday review, this time reviewing the Syfy original series, KILLJOYS Season 2, Episode 2, titled Wild Wild Westerley. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Okay, we're only 2 episodes into Season 2, but I would say so far, KILLJOYS is absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
Both episodes, 1 and 2, have been amazing.
Yeah, and this episode here kind of sets us up for the rest of the season, it feels like. Like, we have the basic plot point. Now, what they do to get there, you know, is going to be every episode, but we kind of know where things are heading. Episode
1 did exactly what it needed to do. It reintroduced us to the universe and all of the characters. Episode 2 did exactly what it needed to do. It set up the rest of the season.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh. The biggest thing for me in this episode is we find out that Turin survived from being stabbed by Klein.
Yeah.
And that is a huge deal. He is a seriously important character.
Yeah.
Especially going here forward because he knows that something is going on with the rack and he wants to get to the bottom of it.
They did a really good job in this episode of balancing like this high stakes action with lightheartedness.
For instance, in this episode there is this gas that could kill literally everyone in Old Town, and it just basically mummifies them. It dries them out.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I thought for sure Alvis was gonna die in this episode because they had just killed Hills, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna kill Alvis too. Wow, they're really, clearing some character space. Maybe we're gonna get some new characters. But no, Alvis made it through, and whew, I really like Alvis, so I would have been bummed if he died.
But immediately after reviving him, Dutch then slaps him. Like, how dare you? What were you thinking?
Yeah. And so the KILLJOYS have basically, they dropped off Pre. He's back in charge of his bar. He's back in charge of the Royale. And they've replaced him on the crew with Alvis. And just what's going on, or what's going to happen with Alvis and the Scarbacks and Arkin. I mean, he says Scarbacks haven't been to Arkin in 200 years. And so something is really important about that.
Yeah.
And his apprehension about going to Arkin.
Yeah, I think this is going to tie into Dutch's kind of side plot where Davin had saw her on Arkin, and I think he saw her with the Scarbacks, and so when she asked him, about going back to Arkin, he's like, oh, the Scarbacks haven't been there in 200 years. I think she was so surprised, well, no, that can't be right, because Davin saw me there.
Dutch has no memory of this battle that Davin saw at all. So is she like a reincarnation? Are we going to get kind of metaphysical, supernatural kind of a thing going on with Dutch? So far we haven't done that yet in KILLJOYS, but I do feel like this is the kind of show that might be able to pull it off.
Yeah. Or is she some sort of level, level 6s can be stabbed and healed, they survived that. Is she some other level above that maybe? And Klein's just wiped her memory to protect her or save her. I kind of think that was actually her 200 years ago. I want to see how we get, what explanation we get for that.
Maybe Dutch is some kind of bioengineered human. She's immortal effectively or something like that. Maybe it is supernatural. Whichever way they go, I'll be totally fine with it. Because I do think KILLJOYS is the kind of show that could do something supernatural. As long as it's not too over the top, I think they get away with it and do it pretty well.
Yeah.
And finally, in this episode, we get introduced to a new villain, Jelko, and wow, I really hate that guy. He's so evil. He's almost like the KILLJOYS version of Ramsey. Not quite that bad, but really close.
Yeah. We're gonna love hating him this season.
Yeah, he's the kind of character it's gonna be really fun to hate. I am so excited for the rest of season 2 of KILLJOYS.
Yeah, me too. It's got a really strong start to the second season.
Season 1 was hit and miss, about 50-50 episode to episode. Season 2, so far, they have hit it out of the park twice in a row. I'm super excited to see how it goes from here. Alright, that's it for this video. If you have anything to add, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this review, and we really hope you did, be sure to tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.